Hey, and welcome, you guys. I had to throw my blue light glasses on because my face is mad shiny. I just took a shower and I put my little face stuff on it, and it looks like I rubbed Vaseline all over my face. I digress. I'm like, let me put these on. I mean, my eyes could use them anyway, but I was just like, dang, go on there. Just trying to preserve my skin with my moisturizers and my collagen, and my face looked like I was eating chicken. Anyway, y'all, happy Sunday. As you guys come into the room, let me know if you could see me okay, if you could hear me okay. Like the video, make sure you give a comment down in the comment section. Share this video, share your videos because sharing is caring. And subscribe if you haven't already. Also, Cash App and Venmo are there for those who would like to, put a little something in the collection plates because, every time is hard, okay? The bills is billing, okay? And your girl is getting back into this thing, but I am far from monetization because I have lost my watch hours, but we're working on it. Slowly but surely, so any little donation would be much appreciated. Now, I was trying to share this, and I didn't get to do that because let me just copy the link, child. Because now, all of a sudden, it used to just be I hit X, Twitter, and it went over there and it posted it. Now it's like, do you want to log into your account? Like, what? Because it's not going to the app for some reason. I don't know, child. I don't know. I keep saying I want to leave Twitter, but y'all won't leave Twitter. See, this is not coming up right either. This is not coming up right either. I'll go back and do it later. Ay. Child, life be life. And how was you guys Sunday? How was your weekend? Do you have an extra day tomorrow? Do you have a bonus day? Indigenous Peoples Day? I guess depending on where you're located. We have that. Excited about it. Surely am. Any extra day I can get is a blessing, okay? I will be sleeping in late, but not too late because my son got a eye doctor's appointment, but I'm gonna get the rest. I don't have to be at work and they don't have to be in school. It's a good day, okay? Because rarely does that line up. Usually I'm home, but they gotta go to school, so I still gotta get up at 5 something in the morning, and it's just really it's really tiring. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day early in advance to all the natives because we know what happened. We know what happened. And my apologies. I guess I'm going to try to keep this in a later spot. Next week, I believe it's the breast cancer walk. So it'll be later. I was trying to do it earlier today, like 2:45. I think I had a schedule for it, and then I had to push it back. And I'm kind of glad God takes care of babies and fools that I did push it back because y'all know how this alarm in my building be doing. The alarm went off not too long before. I was like, and I'm fresh out the shower. So I'm like, usually I go out and sit in my car too because that noise is loud. So I put my little Beats headphones on and was just doing the best that I can to, lotion up and get dressed and everything. Child, it's a whole hassle. That's the only thing one of the things I can't stand about being here. But I'm grateful to be here. Okay. So then once all of that was done, then I had to do my face, which is why my face is fresh. Okay. Which is why my face is fresh in my hair. But I had to get dressed, do all that, child. Did I get it? Okay, I got it there. Where else? Sorry, y'all. My kids, they probably going to be in and out like they like to do. And me and my younger one, initially I had wanted to go into the city this weekend because, like I said, it's Indigenous People / Columbus Day. If y'all like, what day is that? It used to be Columbus Day. It's really Indigenous People Day. Indigenous Peoples Day. So we were supposed to go into the city originally. Then I decided last weekend, like, nah, maybe we'll do that next month or we'll wait. I don't really know. I want to take him. I feel bad because my younger son hasn't really been to the city like that. And when we had the whole vid and everything that, we were inside and just been trying to do more things with him. So we did pumpkin picking last Sunday. So I was going to do that. And then I said, no, they have this other thing that we wanted to go to, but because of the weather, we're supposed to get a nor'easter. I was like, I guess we're just going to do a movie night and stay in because it's too much. So hopefully we'll get out tomorrow and do something. It may not be anything eventful. We might just go to like the library or something free or something like that. But baby, listen, okay? Let me hit this. No, I don't really want. It's not the camera. I was looking. That's what I was looking. Mm-hmm. So that's how my weekend's been going. I went, work yesterday. Went picked me up some Chinese food. And then I just kind of, stayed in bed because I got up at 8 and then I went back to sleep till like 10 or I don't know. I was in that bed, baby. I was in that bed and I've been kind of slow rolling the day. And I, would really like to take the whole entire day off. But it's like I have so many things to do and I need to spread it out between today and tomorrow. So I'm not overwhelmed going back into work because Tuesday, the day after the holiday at work, is always a beast. But I do have another day off during the week. So it's just like so many things within my own personal life that I have to, get on top of. So I'm trying to breathe, and I took my ashwagandha before I came on here too, so your girl can breathe in, breathe out. Okay, but we're gonna start to get into it. Like I said, y'all tap in. I know sometimes y'all be in the bushes, and so just make sure you guys like the video. I was trying to pull up. I had birthdays on here somewhere. I like to do the celebrity birthdays just to pay honor to our, favorite people to watch and listen to. So let us do that. I should start doing a mental health check-ins over here since I don't do pajama Sundays no more. See how everybody's doing. Like I said, my life been, it's a little topsy-turvy. We trying to piece it back together. I'm trying to get myself to calm down and take it one thing at a time. But my brain is just everything all at once type of situation. It's a pain in the behind. It ain't no way to live. Trust me. So I gotta delete some of this stuff out of my phone. I'll do that when I get off of here. Celebrity birthdays. What can we find? Happy heavenly birthday to Dick Gregory. If you don't know who that is, comedian. You remember he had that Dick Gregory diet back in the day? I think my mama was on it. We have him. His birthday's today. Marcus T. Park from Moesha, a bunch of other stuff. Erica Dixon. Okay, shout out to Erica Dixon and Imani. It's not Imani's birthday. We like Erica Dixon. Who else? DJ Who Kid. Okay. This beautiful actress, I cannot say her name, so we're gonna leave it alone, child. It's African and my pronunciation of things be yeah. So we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that. That's it. That's all. Here go my kids. And Layla Crawford. Her birthday is today. Let me just look and see if I missed anybody else, because usually I try to look them up myself, but sometimes I got a little source that I go to because I used to just verify, because sometimes it says one thing and then it don't be right. So if I'm wrong, you guys can get down and correct me in the comments. That's perfectly fine. Just be polite. It happens. I haven't been verifying them like I normally do. Oh, Hugh Jackman's birthday is today. Is that correct? And Kirk Cameron. Let me look. All right. And Kirk Cameron. Anybody else? We strolling. That's about it. Hugh Jackman. All right. Okay. We like Hugh Jackman. I was just looking, y'all. Yeah, so next week we're going to be like 4:45, probably 5 o'clock, because like I said, we have the walk next week. So I know I'm going to come in and take a beat. When I get off here, I got to go throw together some dinner. Like I said, your girl has been tired, but I was trying to keep up with everything. RIP to Diane Keaton, I believe, passed yesterday, or I saw it yesterday on social media. I try not to do RIPs. I try to keep it positive with the birthdays, but that's too notable not to mention. She's one of my favorite actresses. Some of the things that I've enjoyed watching her in are the First Wives Club, the OG. I like the new remake that they had on BC Plus, but the OG, I think I gotta watch that this week in her honor, or maybe tomorrow. Also, Something's Gotta Give. That's a little bit newer, but still old, Because I Said So. Those were the newer things. Most people love her in The Godfather and, the older things, but just telling you what I have enjoyed seeing her in. Yeah, so RIP to her. Hate to hear it. And she was only how old? Let me look. I want to say 70 something. That don't seem like long enough. I'm trying to make it to 100, y'all. My great grandmother was either 107 or 108, and my great grandmother made it to 99. I'm trying to make it. My little one want me to make it to like 110. I'm like, I don't think anybody in the family has made it that long. But if I can get to 100, that'd be great. That means I got a whole nother 50 some years ahead of me. I will take it. 79. Okay. Almost 80. Almost 80. She had a birthday in January. She's Cumulus, the Capricorn. Although I like Capricorn women, I have decided I do not enjoy the Capricorn men. I tried it. Do not recommend. Let me not say. Be nice, Kara. Be nice. In some lighter news, we have some engagements. We have Tyler Lepley or Lepley or however you say that man's name, Mr. Fine. Okay, Mr. just was in Ruth and Boaz and a bunch of other things we'd like to see him in. Diamond from the P Valley. Him and Miracle got engaged. Hallelujah. Hopefully the engagement turns into a wedding and a successful marriage, because some people like to play and give you these forever engagements where you be engaged for, I was going to say 40 days and 40 nights. Girl, that don't make no sense, but forever and a day. 50, 11 years. You be engaged for 50, 11 years and don't ever be married. I know she was having an issue with, because she had the baby, and then, maybe you know how it goes. I think that was her. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they're finally engaged. God bless them. Last week we had, I'm going to say Ryan Michelle. She's married. Destiny Ryan and Mr. Powers. Also, Jessie Wu for our YouTubers and, other things. She's on YouTube. She does other things. I don't want to just pigeonhole her to that. Her and Mr. Easter got engaged, so congratulations to her. Okay, that was quick, girl. That was quick. Although I don't know exactly how long they've been together. I have to go watch some of her stuff. But yeah, I was happy to hear that. We like some positivity in the atmosphere. Also, Versus is back, y'all. Y'all remember Versus? Now that was a good time during the Demi. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in. I remember it was really good, and then they try to, make it bigger and better, and then it just wasn't hitting on what it used to, and then they just kind of just fell off the face of the earth. I remember that one time they tried to make you pay for it, and I was like, I know you lying. And I went and got whatever that app was. I think it was on my TV. I don't think I have that TV no more. And watched it on. It was one of those platforms that they normally do like boxing matches on. Child, I was like, But they had posted on YouTube and Facebook, and child, I could see the shine. I just wanted to sit in. Can't do it too close to getting on the camera, okay? Ain't got no filters. That's why I just put the glasses on to help, because my forehead was shiny, all and here was shiny, and then yeah, whatever. We are. So they posted it on YouTube, they posted it on Facebook and all the other platforms. Let the celebrations begin. 10/25 live at Complex Con, live streaming, details to come soon. Countdown time, big surprise is Showtime Cash Money versus No Limit. Okay. Who y'all got? Y'all got Cash Money? Y'all got No Limit. I was saying Cash Money. Some of the ladies over on the Clock app the other day when I was watching one of the lives was saying they was for No Limit. Now I do enjoy No Limit. Now Master P, as a person, him and his son, from watching not Loving Hip Hop, what's the other one? Grown Up Hip Hop. I'm kind of like, yes, maybe no, maybe yes, maybe no, in terms of personality and stuff like that. But that's when because we be too deeply into these celebrities' business and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like, Then you got C Unaliver, which he won't be able to make it. You got them, and then you got Cash Money. So you think, is Wayne gonna show up? Who's gonna show up? Juvenile. Who do you think is gonna show up? And who do you think? I think I'm gonna repost it on my community tab. I haven't been doing too much with the community. I did put a post up there for the community so you guys can post. I did a little welcome, I guess last week after we came off, that just kind of says, hey, Here's to a place where we can share, we can keep in contact, and you guys can feel free to leave suggestions. And let's not forget to keep it respectful, because sometimes I don't think I have that problem because I don't have that many subs, but I've watched some of the other YouTubers with lots of subs, and people get can get a little disrespectful, very demanding, and things like that. So let's just keep it cute. I try to keep it cute with y'all, so let's do that. And this says, look forward to building a community with you. So you guys can put stuff there. I've been trying to put more stuff up on my community tab. I got my Pajama Sundays post, so I did that for today. I posted late last night after the live that we did panel, 40 Acres, that comes out on the 17th, the trailer for that, because I've been trying, like I said, trying to do more on my community tab, but keeping up with the Pajama Sundays, with the quotes and the affirmations and stuff like that, trying to do more trailers. We had World Mental Health Day was the other day, so I did a little, affirmation post not affirmation, just reminding you about that. Also, I put up the trailer for Stay, which we talked about last week. That's also going to be on Hulu. Hulu was coming with the stuff. That's on the 18th. What else do we have? That's not what I think it was it. And the Pajama Sundays series returning. I think I have that later. I was going to talk about that when I go over my watch list, but I have updated. I'm probably going to update it with 2 more shows because I think I have to put Mayor of Kingstown, The Neighborhood, and something else on there. But I did update that list. So if you guys want to look at that later tonight, because like I said, I'll put those on there. But I updated that with the series returning: Love is Blind, Abbott Elementary, Bell Collective, Real Housewives of Potomac, The Braxtons, Watson, The Kardashians, Carl Weber's The Family Business. I cannot wait. I've never recapped that. I binged that. I really think I want to recap that. Somebody wants to invite me on the panel. I'd be happy to have me on the panel. I wouldn't mind doing a panel, but maybe that will get your girl back to solo content. Maybe we could do a little pre-recorded situation for that. And also Married at First Sight will be back also at the end of the month. Like I said, just keep up with the community tab. I've been trying to do that since I haven't been doing, spectacular with the posting. I mean, not with the putting out content. I've been doing mostly panels, and that's probably what you're going to continue to see until I, get back into some solo content. It just is what it is. Life is hitting me very hard. I hate to keep saying that. Because I really just want to thrive. I want to be able to come up here with happiness and good news and whatever, but I can't be dishonest about certain things, and I can't fake the funk. So I just kind of tell you guys what it is when it is. And that be that, y'all. It is what it is. But, I'm trying to get back into the spirit of posting and doing more than panels. So you guys, get to hear more in depth of my opinion and what I have to say, or, because a panel, you only get to contribute a small portion, which to me is fine. Okay. There's less preparation. You get to, sit with your peoples and talk. And that's one of the things that I have always enjoyed about YouTube is that, just that sense of community. So I'm going to try to get back to it, but maybe, like I said, that'll be something for me to talk about. That's coming up soon. I think that's I was going to say 2 weeks, but is that next week? That's next week. That's next Thursday. So mostly my content will probably be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You will see me on Monday if I'm on if I'm on a panel, you'll see me during the weekday. So I'm doing a panel on Monday, but I try to stick to the weekend warrior because sometimes I come home and I want to do some stuff here and I also want to do some stuff over on the Clock app, on my personal account. And then I said, maybe I should give that little YouTube account some love too. I come home and I be tired, y'all. And I haven't even done the 6 days in the past week or two. Hopefully get back to that because I don't need that 6 day a week money. Okay, this check was good, but I don't know what the next one about to look like. And my son got senior trips and the bills is due and everything. Girl, it's already past the first. The bills still due. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, like I said, Cash App, Venmo, ching 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 a ling. But we can do a little celebrity gossip. You guys are awfully quiet, but I'm gonna just keep yibbing and yabbing because you know your girl likes to ramble. Maybe because I kept moving it back. I did post it on my social media for anybody that wanted to kind of come through and peek in. Your girl Portia Williams. I guess we're back to Portia Nolan Gubadia. Had got on something and told y'all that she dating and she dating a man and a woman, and I said, okay. We kind of had that inkling that Portia likes both. You know, she's had that thing where she says she kissed Candy, and people have speculated. This is all allegedly. I need to allegedly ban it down. This is all allegedly that her and Shamia had some, you know, more than a friendship. But now she has come out and kind of said, you know, I guess that's just the rain. I'm like, what is that noise? After her divorce, that she's, you know, into women and men. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong about that. I'm trying to think where she was when she said it. Hold on, I'm just looking. She's dating both a man and a woman. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so she has said it on an interview with People. She's kind of hinted at her dating life. It looks like I'm kind of just skimming through this. Just skimming through it and see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, is she gonna be on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip season 3? I gotta go look into that. Do y'all watch that? I've been in and broken my head in and out. Oh, it was CultureCon. A lot went on with CultureCon because Tristan Cunningham, we interviewed her on our Reasonable Doubt recap. She was talking about just some of the stuff that went on at CultureCon. That meant like no McKinley and stuff was talking about. So CultureCon was big. I was in Brooklyn on the 5th. I said maybe I'll try to get to CultureCon next year. I don't know what the criteria for you to get there, or you know, you got to be real big and high on the hog. Probably. She was dating two different people at the moment following her divorce from Simon Gubadia. So the people I am talking to now, it's just two. I've narrowed it down to two, and he is nice and she is nice. Okay. Okay. Child, this is okay. Okay, Portia. Anyway, and more in Real Housewives news. I saw a post, child, of the mugshots from the ladies of Real Housewives, and I was like, now why are y'all getting on these shows when y'all got skeletons in your closet? Because I heard something about Shamia. Again, this is all allegedly. Something about Shamia's husband being in trouble with the peoples for some type of, I don't even know, y'all correct me, at tax evasion, fraud, something, child. I don't know, I don't think it was tax evasion. Anyway, y'all get up on these shows and have all your business and you're in a public eye. I don't know why you would do something like that, but and now y'all know I don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? I ain't watched since before Monique left, and she about to come back as a friend this season, so I heard. So there's that. Hold on, I was trying to pull up. That's Reddit. So I'm not really that familiar with Dr. Wendy. I know she's African. Her husband's name is child. What is that man's name? Eddie. And I think they're both Black. You know, obviously she's got a doctor on her name. They're both Black professionals. Okay. You living in these affluent areas. Hey, Kendall. Hey. You living in these affluent areas and you up there committing fraud. I was trying to go to that's page 6. Don't nobody care what Ashley Darby got to say. I was trying to go to the TMZ. I didn't put that on a slide though. But anyway, the long and short of it is they had a break-in, or they said that they had a break-in and reported all of these things stolen, and it was $450,000 worth of stuff. And then she got caught on Instagram wearing one of the rings that she had reported stolen. Man, not on the social media. Y'all just be telling on y'all self. And then some of the other stuff she had already, that she reported, she had already returned and got the money back for prior to reporting it. Still, baby, y'all play with law enforcement if you want to. I don't know how much time they're supposed to be getting for that, but I don't play with the law. Okay, they're gonna do their due diligence. Okay, all of that money, all of the affluence, you on a hit TV show. You want a hit TV show, and that's what you want to do? You want to commit fraud in front of all of the people? Oh boy, yes, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Baby, listen, because that didn't even make no sense. All right, so we got an update on TMZ. They said that Bravo has paused the series premiere of Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition, because the Osepos were slated to appear in the first episode. Jesus. Variety reports the premiere is pushed back a week following their arrest from October 14th to October 21st. 12:03 p.m. we got a rep for Wendy tells TMZ that Dr. Wendy Osepo and her husband Edward Osepo are back home safely with their family in good spirits. They are grateful for the outpouring of concern and support from their friends, family, and colleagues. Alongside with their legal team, look forward to their day in court, and at this time they respectfully ask for their privacy as they focus on their family and legal process ahead. Y'all be doing a lot to be in the public spotlight and then want to have your privacy. But they were booked on criminal fraud charges. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the Real Housewives of Potomac star faces 16 charges, including 7 felonies. What do y'all be doing? Okay, for allegedly making false, misleading info, fraud in excess of 300. I believe that's thousand. Girl, okay. 450,000 was what I heard. She is also facing one misdemeanor count of making false statement to an officer. The couple was booked on Thursday night in Westminster, Maryland. Here's the deal. Police say the couple reported a burglary in April last year. The couple claimed they found their bedroom ransacked after returning from a trip to Jamaica. We told you about that incident at the time. This is TMZ. I'm reading from, by the way. According to the prosecution's bail recommendation documents obtained by TMZ, the couple reportedly told police that several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen. Now, I know everybody named Mama on YouTube has been reporting on this, and I'm late, but I do weekly huddle, and this is where we talk about entertainment news, hot topic, gossips, and all of that stuff. So we talking about it now. I know everybody rushed out the door, I think on Friday, and reported about it, but we're talking about it now, okay? According to the prosecution's bail recommendation, the couple reportedly told police several designer bags and jewelry had been stolen, but get this, Carroll County Sheriff deputies allege Wendy was later seen in a social media post wearing a diamond ring she reported stolen. Additionally, an investigation determined numerous items the Osepos claim were stolen had been purchased and then returned to the store where full refund was provided prior to the alleged burglary. So y'all said stuff that y'all wasn't even possession of no more, got your own money back. It was taken. The documents indicate the couple had claimed a $450,000 personal property loss to the insurance company. Wendy has been on the show since season 5. She was a college professor of education. She taught at Johns Hopkins University before resigning in 2024 and contributed to The Hill and MSNBC. She has degrees from Temple University and Johns Hopkins and a PhD in public affairs and community development from Rutgers. Okay, Jersey. We just saw, I told you everybody's at CultureCon. We just saw Wendy out and about Sunday at CultureCon event in Brooklyn, New York. She was tight with Kamala Harris during don't bring Kamala into it. During the former VP's president run for president last year, and the two are members of the same sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. The news comes on the heels of row hop Karen Huger's release from jail last month after serving 6 months of a 1-year sentence for back-to-back DUIs. Good Lord. That concludes. Okay. That concludes, baby, all that I got to say about good Lord. That was a mouthful. Our entertainment news, our hot topic, our gossip. Okay. Shoot, I need to start pulling me out a little piece of paper like Wendy used to do. Have my little mug and pull out my little piece of paper to do my little 2 seconds. To do my little 2 seconds, y'all. I cannot. Yes, Lord. Let me see. We're going to do a little bit of a watch list. Like I said, I only give you a couple. I think last week I only give you like 5 or 6. I might have 7. These are not in order. Typically, your girl does like to put them in order and release date. So when I come the first week of October, since I've been back, I give you the ones that week and the following. We ain't doing it that way. Okay, I just made a list and then I just started pulling off the list. I lost my OG list and then I found it, but we got a new one. So we just going off the list. It's in random order, okay? And this first one I think actually was in theaters in July, but it's releasing on Hulu. Hold on 1 second. Let me make me a little smaller and make that a little bigger. Is like I said, this is one of the ones that I just posted last night, the trailer for on my community tab. So if you're interested, you can go take a look at that. But I believe it's rated R. It's a runtime of an hour and 53 minutes. And it's going to be on Hulu on October 17th. Ooh, excuse me. Like I said, originally I think it was in theaters in July, but it was new to me. I didn't know nothing about it. We're in a post-apocalyptic world with food scarcity. A Black family of a Canadian farmers descended from American Civil War migrants defend their homestead against cannibals trying to seize their resources. Baby, Haley Freeman and her family are the last descendants of African-American farmers who settled in 1875 in rural Canada. After the first Civil War, a famine decimated future. They struggled to make the last stand against those taken. Y'all got to go see the trailer because it looks crazy. It looks crazy. I was like, ooh, okay. And it's got Danielle Zedweiler in it, so you can see her beautiful face right here. So anything she's in, I'll be like, okay, yeah, sign me up. Let me see what Homegirl is talking about. But if y'all want to check that out, it's going to be on Hulu on the 17th. So that's giving a false police report. Yeah, they said it's felony counts. You can't give no false plea and commit insurance fraud. Yeah, so false police report, insurance fraud, and who knows what else. I'm sure they will let us know of all the charges when we start to get into this court day, baby, because absolutely, yikes. You hate to see it. Like I said, I don't know why these Bravo people, they, get on the TV knowing they have this background or knowing they have stuff going on the sidelines that's not necessarily kosher, excuse my French, and then get up here like you're not going to get caught. I don't know why you would do anything that would potentially put you in jail. I'd be trying to stay out of the people's place, okay? I'd be trying to stay on the outside. So I don't know why you would then get in public and do things to jeopardize your freedom, but okay. Okay. The trailer does look good. The trailer does look good. Next up, we have in theaters also, I believe, on the 17th, After the Hunt. A college professor finds herself at a personal and professional crossroad when a star student levels an accusation against one of her colleagues, threatening to expose a dark secret from her past. Trailer for this one also looked good. I saw that on Facebook, I believe, because I was like, what is this? That looks good. It's got Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts is one of my favorites. It's funny because when I first saw this woman, now on the poster, she don't look like her, but in the trailer, it looked like Taylor, what's her name, from Beauty and Black. This is, I always have a hard time pronouncing her name, Ayo Edibre. I think that's correct. I try not to mess with the Africans' names because it'd be a whole struggle. And we got Andrew Garfield is also in this. So I will probably check it out. Seems interesting enough when it comes to streaming, because you know your girl do not be rushing to no movie theaters. Now I think this next one, it's on Tubi, but I think it's also on Prime Video, and I don't know whether it's actually new or just new to Tubi, because like I said, the 40 Acres I thought was, you almost didn't recognize Julia Roberts. I thought it was new, but I mean it's newish. It's newish. I'm gonna pull this up on Tubi and see what it says. So we have the other coming to Tubi. Actually, it came out on Tubi on the 2nd. Let me just go to Tubi real quick and get a description, because sometimes Google be like, that's not what I was looking for. This looked like, with that drill in her hand and that little thing on her back, this looked like it's right for spooky season. So your girl probably gonna skip this one. But if y'all want to check it out, let me see if I can get a good description for you. Why is it not popping right up on the top? All right, let's look it up and see what the Tubi got to say about it. Here we go. After years of dealing with infertility, a couple adopts a mute orphan with a dark past. As eerie events unfold, they must face a sinister force. I'll pass. I'll pass. But for any, you spooky season folks, y'all go ahead and check it out. We were just talking about this a little bit, well, in front of the scenes and behind the scenes, about, just the spooky season movies. I have two best friends that are really into horror. So, they are my screeners for, girl, should I watch this or should I not watch this? Because, the FOMO be getting the better of your girl sometimes. And sometimes, the people that are the actors or actresses that are in the film will get me, intrigued and get me to want to watch. So I would really say a small percentage. I'll do a suspense, I'll do a thriller, I'll do a psychological thriller, as Kay was saying. So those I kind of, I don't really do, like, I'm not really into slasher movies, like a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Michael Myers, those type, I haven't really seen. I seen not in their entirety. I seen bits and pieces. Like I saw Halloween H2O because LL Cool J was in it. I'm gonna be 110% real. But yeah, I wonder if it's like that or that other one, Adopted. I haven't seen that one. That one got a part 2 also. But probably. And not mute. Oh Lord, that's a whole nother challenge. And then why you got the drill in your hand, baby? You about to put together a bookshelf? Because absolutely not. But anyway, so I partake in some of the, spooky season stuff. I would like to say a good little bit, but no, I've seen some of the more popular things and a small percentage. I probably watched Megan too, since I watched the first one, Like I said, sometimes the FOMO be getting your girl, and then I just tiptoe on over there and go see what they talking about. Next up we have, it's gonna be on Netflix. Child, I didn't even give the descriptions for the other ones. The other, hold on, because I just had that up. Child. I'm slacking on my Mac, and because honestly I have stopped doing it on these, but since we're here, why not? So the other is TVMA. It's a horror and has a runtime. I think that's an hour and 38 minutes. You know how Tubi like to do. You go over on Tubi, you're going to get something that doesn't have that long of a runtime. I think I gave y'all the information for 40 Acres, and let me just give you the runtime for After the Hunt. After the Hunt is rated R. It's a crime drama. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes. And now we're going to go on over to Netflix, where we have A House of Dynamite. That premieres on the 24th. That's rated R. It's a thriller drama, runtime of 1 hour and 52 minutes. I seen Idris Elba and I said yes. I don't even know what they're talking about, but I said Immediately, yes. Idris Elba, Rebecca Ferguson. Who else is in here? I don't care about the rest of these people. It's really Idris Elba for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold you. You know, it is what it is. Radars at Fort Greely, Alaska, detect a nuclear missile. The president and his entourage must use the limited time they have to try and shoot down the missile before it reaches Chicago. It don't sound that great, but I'm gonna watch a trailer because sometimes a trailer does give you a little bit more than the description. I'm not about to play trailers here. This is just a little small portion of the huddle I like to share with y'all. This is like my little kumbaya, little it's like a little stew I like to do over here where we go through the different things. But yeah, was in select theaters on the 10th, and it's gonna be on Netflix on the 24th. So if you like me and you like Idris and you just be trying to see what Idris is trying to do, then you can go on over there and check it out. Yes, baby. And the doggone stepdaughter. Turning us against these children. I don't know. And I like the stepdaughter. I like the stepdaughter. The stepson was pretty good too. That's older. I guess that was like their new, older, browner remaking of that. And I thought they were supposed to do like not that one, but like a combination of, didn't they have the stepdaughter and the something else, child? Something else over on Tubi. I ain't been over on Tubi in a minute, and I want to go over there and watch the movie that Tristan Cunningham is, because she plays Tony on Reasonable Doubt, and she plays Tony in that movie, and that was one of the ones that I wasn't interested in seeing, but now knowing that she's in it, I may double back and go ahead and check it out. Probably not gonna give y'all a recap on it, but just I be trying to poke my head and tell y'all what's going on. Yup, that's what be getting me. I'd be like, Idris, oh, Mr. Elba is in it. Sorry, Sis Sabrina, because we be watching your husband, but it pays the bill, so I guess you can't mind too much. We only got a couple more. We have the next one is the Alabama Solution, and this is on. No, I don't want the trailer. Sorry, when you be doing your little searches. I have not taken my oil of oregano today, nor my allergy medicine. I have my ashwagandha and have my vitamin D. Not that one, but the actual supplements. Get your mind out the gutter, girl. You said it. So this is a documentary. It's going to be on HBO Max on, what is the date for it? It's probably on, no, it's not on here. Actually, it came out on the 10th. It's rated R, has a runtime of 1 hour and 57 minutes. I love a documentary. I have to watch the trailer for this one. It look a little, I don't know. That description is way too long. Why are my children screaming, child? Why are they screaming? Oh, okay. So this is TVMA 1 hour 57 minutes, a documentary. Okay, so a documentary, not a docu-series. We're going one and done and be done with the whole thing. Incarcerated men defy the odds to expose a cover-up in one of the United States' deadliest prison systems. Yikes. I'm going to check it out, though. I'm going to check it out. I love a documentary. I have to get you guys some more yikes. There was one that I wanted to talk about. I ain't even going to say it because we just going to try to get to it. I'm going to try to talk a little bit less about what I'm going to do. And like I said, you keep your notifications on. When that notification notificates, you come on over to my page and see what I got going on. I'm trying to give y'all something every week, at least 2 pieces of content every week. That's what I am trying to do until I can get back, into the groove of thing. But honestly, I don't plan on overwhelming myself. So I'm trying to see, because what do I have on this schedule? Because I did make a little schedule. I just going to tell y'all the schedule. Because like I said, I want to just do it. And then y'all be like, oh, hey, girl, here you are. Because there's some things that I want to double back and talk about, but I'm not too sure. I don't know if I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, they're fairly close together. But what happens is I'm going to try to only do 2 shows at a time because I don't want to overwhelm myself. One will probably be reality, then one will be scripted, and then one will probably be pre-recorded, one will be live, and we'll try and do it that way. I was trying to do things that were further apart. Like I definitely want to do Bel Air. Bel Air is the end of November, and I think I'm going to do, I said I wasn't going to tell y'all. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up now. You saw the thumbnail early on HBO. Yeah. Yeah, she said, if I got nothing else going, girl, I know the feeling. I was just talking to my best friend earlier because I was like, girl, I'm looking for something to watch. You know, I have a list that's a mile long. I got lists on each of the streaming platforms of things I haven't watched. I also have another app that keeps track of what I'm watching and the things that I want to watch. That's a mile long. And then I get to the point, and then I have, I have these watch lists. I have this week, I have last week, and baby, okay? I'm gonna be wanting to watch none of that. And that's where I was at. I got caught up on Beyond the Gates, Gen V, or Reasonable Doubt, all of the things that I was watching. I had caught up. I told y'all I was gonna be done with Monster. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. And I was like, I need a palate cleanser after Monster, so to speak. But it's like I just didn't really know. I didn't really know what I wanted to watch. So it's funny. We're gonna talk about what I watch, but yeah, it was just funny because I was like, I don't want to watch none of this stuff that's on the list at all. And I was looking for something else. I still want to see. I haven't found someplace that I could watch this. So if you guys know someplace, let me know to watch him. I'm not paying for it. So if I have to wait for it to come on like legit streaming, I'll wait for it because I am not paying for it. Yes. I updated my community tab with some of the series returning. I was talking about that a little earlier before you came on there. So I did add Watson to that because I gotta thank you, girl, because I like to see Morris. Oh my God. It's tomorrow, it's not today. What did I think that was it was Sundays. Maybe they changed the day. I can't be too sure. But in any event, if it's tomorrow, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll probably start watching it at work. I'll probably start watching it at work. Yeah, it is hard to keep track of it. And some of it, I just, like I said, some of it I'll be like, I don't feel like watching none of that. Because I just, my brain is very, okay, thank you. My brain is very, I know, look, I know it's over on the community tab. I didn't feel like going over there. Yeah, the 13th, so that's tomorrow. I just my brain just sometimes I don't know if it's a Gemini thing or like I said, I'm gonna try and go ahead and get tested so I can maybe get some medication so my life can be run a little more smoothly. Maybe I could be more creative and do YouTube more. I'm not gonna blame it on things, but I gotta get back to therapy and do all the things that I need to do. Slowly. But yeah, sometimes I just be like, I don't want to watch none of that. I need something else. It's not that I need something fresh because it could be something old, but it'll just be like I literally because I started watching Play Dirty and I ended up turning it off. And there was nothing wrong with it. Not saying it was bad. I watched like the first 5 minutes and I was like, that's not what I want to watch. This is not what I wanted to watch. I was trying to watch Love is Blind episode 7, 8, and 9 because I told y'all I watched 5 and 6. I watched people's recaps and then I watched 5 and 6. And then I watched somebody else's recap again. My boy Tate's Take, not my boy personally, but I just love him as a content creator over here on YouTube. I watched this 7 through 9 and I was trying to watch it and I just really didn't care for it. So, here we are. Is what scary Kendall child? I was just running my mouth so bad. Monster. It's not scary. It's Ryan Murphy kind of ish. We're going to talk about it a little bit, but he's what do we like to eat? Kellogg's, unaliver. Technically he really wouldn't be, but he inspired like a generation. It's very sick to say. So yeah. Hey, Candy Love. So that was Mr. Gein. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit because we had a whole panel for that was on Candy's panel for that last night. We have, child, let me see if I find information for this. This has no rating. It's on Shudder and I think AMC Plus. I don't have neither one of them. This is again for the spooky season, folks. It says it's an hour and 55 minutes. It's called VHS Halloween, and it's a collection of Halloween-themed videotapes. Unleashes a series of twisted, blood-soaked tales, turning trick or treat into a struggle for survival. Again, spooky season, October. Had to give y'all something. Here it is. Am I gonna watch it? No. Should you watch it? Maybe. Probably. Yes, baby. Variety, or we get bored and say F it. Or baby, listen. And I try not to get into relationships, but they be trying to say like, oh, like, because when they say, oh, we get bored in relationships, I'm like, oh, I don't get bored. And then I'm like, I'm thinking lately maybe I do. And that's a whole, we'll talk about that on a Saturday sip, job. That ain't the place for all of this, but I can't. I'll just simply put the best. This is the best way I think to put it. I have a lot going on. My life is very full. My life is very busy, very hectic. I don't have a problem with making time for my significant other, but dating a man whose conversation is not, it's boring, for lack of a better word. Dating a man whose conversation is boring is very challenging, where I have to contribute most of the conversation, or dating a man that simply does not have anything going on in their life other than work, is a lot. The last couple guys that I've dated or talked to didn't have no kids, and it just, baby. And to me, like, a kid-free life can be a very, like, you know how much more I could ripping and running I could be doing if I ain't have no kids. Like, what do y'all be? I don't know. Never mind. We about to get in my personal business. We're gonna walk that back and be quiet. Like I said, maybe I'll talk about it on a Saturday sip. Maybe I won't, child. Shoot, I might go live over there on that clock app and run my yappers over there. We'll see. Or maybe go over there also and watch, because over there you can kind of, watch stuff on there, and it ain't going, you could play music and all of that. But no, over here on the tube. Kara, it's okay. No, that's not what I want. I hope I got the right picture up. I think I do. I'll make time if you're worth my time. Amen. Okay. Because I don't waste time nor my peace. A to the man. Okay. A to the dog, man. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be a reason for me to make the time, but like this is me saying like, okay, I met you, we're doing whatever, like I really like you, I'm into you, so now I'm going to carve out this time because I ain't really have the time available. It's not really free time to just be had. So yes, this is once we get to that, once you're worth my time, okay, and sometimes they still be, wasting your time a little bit in your peace at the end of the day after, it's all said and done. Wait, what is this? Is this going to take me over to Netflix? Sorry, I was just trying to get a quick description. Here, let's look at Rotten Tomatoes. For our last one, which is The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix, the 17th. I am looking forward to this. It's a documentary. Actually, this says now playing, but my thing says the 17th. Do I have the date wrong? Let me go look up the date. It's rated R. It's a runtime of 1 hour and 36 minutes. I love it. Sometimes a good one and done type of situation. The trailer for this look like it's gonna have me triggered, but I'm gonna go over there and check it out anyway. A seemingly minor neighborhood dispute in Florida. Okay, you know what Charlamagne said about Florida. In Florida, escalates into deadly violence. Police body cam footage and investigative interviews expose the consequences of Florida's stand your ground laws. Baby, okay? Baby, okay? Be so for real. Be so for real. Let me see if I can find. This says now playing. I thought it wasn't out yet. Come on, Rotten Tomatoes. Sorry, I just want to verify y'all. Oh, okay. So it released in theaters on the 10th, and it's on Netflix on the 17th. That's why. Because I was like, what you talking about, Willis? I got my dates wrong because I did write my dates down. Baby. Ooh, yeah. But it looked like it do remind you of ID channel. It looked like I'm gonna get my blood boiling. So there's that. Also, if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, I gotta finish watching it. I don't have a hold on. I don't have a slide for it, but on was it the 10th on HBO Max, I laughed because it was Max. Now y'all back to HBO Max. I see you. I see you. I see you over there. HBO Max on the 10th, we have The Substance from last year. If you didn't see it, it's rated R, has a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes. Your girl is an hour into it, okay? And it's horror sci-fi. That's what I was watching for. Before I hopped in the shower, and then the alarm went off, and then I was getting dressed and came on here. That's what I ended up watching, okay? Is the doggone Substance. Like I said, I put Play Dirty on, and then I ended up turning that off. Popped on The Substance. My best friend was like, as I'm describing to her like what it's about, she was like, "Man, I'm like, that don't sound like it's in your wheelhouse." I said, "You're gonna stop telling me what's in my wheelhouse, okay?" Because I be watching a lot. You be saying that, but I be watching a lot of different stuff. Because she says like because she likes horror, like we don't have similar taste in like everything else is very similar in, but we don't have similar taste in like the shows and the movies that we watch, which is another reason for YouTube, because it's like I can't always discuss the things I'm watching with her because she'd be like, "Girl, what is you talking about?" I mean, I can sometimes because like she never watched Power, and don't ask me how. I had to just sit her down and be like, "Watch it," but I didn't. I'm a good friend. I'm not like that. So she's like, "Oh, we don't have similar taste," but I didn't even get into the horror part. She's like, "Sam, because that sounds like sci-fi." I'm like, "It is." I'm like, "I watch." Technically, superhero movies are considered sci-fi, and I'm not really a sci-fi person. But I was trying to explain to her I watch a variety of different things. So some things that you may think that I wouldn't watch, I would watch. Is what I was trying to explain to her. She's trying to play me like a soybean burger, but it's okay because I love her anyway. I love her anyway. She said, "Hold up, wait a minute, horror sci-fi, man. What are we doing?" How does that look? And then it's funny because I had it paused. Or what does that look like? Hey, DeMarcus Vaughn. I have it paused in my room. So of course, my son went into my room so I can do this out here so they can give me a little peace and quiet. He was like, my 17-year-old was like, "You're watching The Substance?" He was like, "I don't think that's for you. You shouldn't be watching." I said, "What you know about The Substance?" And I'm like, "And it just came on Max. Now it was out last year." But I'm like, "How did you see?" He's like, "That's like body horror or something like that." He was like, it gets crazy at the end. And I was like, "Well, I done watched an hour's worth of it already. So like what are we even doing here?" Like, okay. Now what does that look like? It looks like, all right, let me see if I can read the overview to you. Fading actress Elizabeth Sparkle, what a name, becomes distressed when her chauvinistic boss fires her from her aerobic show. She soon injects herself with a mysterious serum that promises a younger, better version of herself, but things go horribly wrong. Okay, so we have Demi Moore is one of our leads. Also, Margaret Qualley is another lead. I'm not really familiar with her. And Dennis Quaid is the jerk boss. So where we get the horror into it is it looks like it's going to be very gory. Like we've already got some scenes where you're like, "Oh my God." So it's sci-fi because, like my son said, body horror, I guess it's a good way to just to describe it. I don't want to go give the whole thing away, but yes, she takes the serum. What happens to her body is very horrific looking. It's very horrific looking. It gets very graphic. It gets very gross. So I don't want to spoil it. I haven't even finished it, to be perfectly honest with you. I think I got like another a little less than an hour. I'm going to probably watch that and whip up some vittles and that be that. Did Nita talk about it? I remember Nita talking about it. I don't remember she did a video on it or not. I should go take a peek. But I probably, when I finish watching it, will search YouTube and see who's done a recap for it. I don't think I'm going to do a recap for it just because I don't think I'm going to watch 2 hours again of this. It's a lot. Or maybe like a little, I don't know. Me and content, me and my content. I'm trying to get better, child. I'm trying to get better. Yes, I will. That's on my November list. All's Fair, Hulu on November 4th. Kim Kardashian, Glenn Close, Niecy Nash, and Tiana Taylor. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh no, don't you get her started, DeMarcus. So just quickly, we're going to go backwards through this. Like I said, if you haven't seen The Substance, that's what I was talking about. I'm currently watching that on Max. It's on HBO Max. That came out on the 10th. That was a release from last year, but that was, it's good when they take forever to put it on streaming, okay? Because usually, other than that, streaming be real quick with it. On Netflix on the 17th, we have the documentary The Perfect Neighbor. We have VHS Halloween that came out on the 3rd on AMC and Shudder. That's given us spooky season. We have this documentary on HBO Max called The Alabama Solution that came out on the 10th. We have A House of Dynamite comes on Netflix on the 24th. The Other is already on Tubi. After the Hunt in theaters the 17th. And then we started out with 40 Acres on Hulu on the 17th. And like I said, I think this was a July theater release that's now coming to Hulu. So if you guys have not checked any of those out and you're interested in them, welcome to them. I'll have another 7 for you next week. I'll be back next Sunday evening to talk about that. Like I said, I updated my series returning list, and I probably will update it again because, like I said, I think I left off Mayor of Kingstown, The Neighborhood, and something else. But so far, let me tell you what I have on there. I'll just look at it very quickly. Where is it, child? Where is it? Here it is. Before this was the last update. Like I said, I'm going to give it another update. Love is Blind, season 9, Abbott Elementary, season 5, Bell Collective, season 6, Real Housewife of Potomac, season 10, Nebraxan, season 2, Watson, season 2, The Kardashians, season 7, Carl Weathers, The Family Business, season 6, and Married at First Sight, season 19. Like I said, I'm going to add Mayor of Kingstown, The Neighborhood, and something else came back. So I'm going to, I did not tell me to thank you. Put me over there. Hi, Daria. Hey, hey, hey. Good evening. We're hanging in there. Happy Sunday. DeMarcus, don't get me in the middle of your stuff. I'm gonna put the comment up here on the screen, but don't get me in the middle of your stuff. I don't have no problems with Miss Candy. Candy is my love. I don't got no problems. I don't be watching the sports like that. Okay, she gonna get you. That's all I can say. She gonna get you. I haven't watched The Task, The Lowdown. I have not even heard of. That's crazy. Task I heard of. I know that's on HBO Max. Haven't watched it. Haven't watched it. I'm gonna put it on my list because I heard it was good. Child, what? Why did you decide to pop out and show yourself? Hello. You said hello. What's up? Shoot, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Hey, Daria. Okay. Yes, we want to get Candy into a little spooky season stuff. You could look, Candy, all the stuff that I think I watch, you can watch. It ain't nothing too crazy. It ain't nothing too crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot about Tulsa Kings. I'll be watching that, DeMarcus. I'll be there 7 o'clock. Okay. I might be popping up and doing dinner or whatever, but I will be there. I love Silence of the Lambs. That was a classic. I haven't seen that in quite some time. Okay. What else do we want to talk about before I get out of here, child? Because I don't do that stuff either. I'll be like, let me peek in there, have a look see. Nope. Nope. I will back right the heck out. So, child, I've been watching Gen V. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about it. I prefer season 1 to season 2, but a lot of people are into it with the whole cipher thing and stuff like that. I love Marie Monroe. I like that they're getting more from her character since she is a Black women's. And that her sister Annabeth has some precog powers. Reminds me of that Will Smith movie. I think that was Will Smith with the precog. So like that part I'm happy about, and I'm happy to see her storyline. Some of the other foolishness on the side is what pisses me off. I'm curious to see about Cypher since we have what is the man's name, child? That founded the school. Help me out, y'all. Help me out. Jim B. What is that man's name? Godolkin. Godolkin is in his living room, okay? And we think that Godolkin is controlling Cypher because Cypher ain't got no powers. That's why Marie has said that he was in a suit, because he's not. He's being controlled. So, you know, that aspect of it, I'ma still watch it. I'ma still support it. But just like some of the foolishness, same thing with the boys. Some of the foolishness, I'm just getting a little too. I don't want to say too old, because Lord knows we don't want to be old. But I'm just getting a little too, you know what? For all of that, I don't do all the foolishness, all the butt stuff that they be doing. I'd be like, what's we doing here? Okay, and it's for a particular audience, and that's not my. You know, I'm more interested in like the superhero kind of stuff, and then, you know, just the other. That foolishness be losing me, but I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking beside it. It's pretty interesting. So I'll take your word for it. Kendall's watching it with you, DeMarcus. If she could watch them albums, she could. Child. I'm gonna leave it alone, DeMarcus. DeMarcus, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna be watching the football. I'm glad y'all are enjoying y'all football. Beyond the Gates is heating up. We had a long conversation about that last week, so I won't talk about that this week. If you want to go look at the last weekly huddle, probably next week I'll give y'all another little update on it, just to keep it, you know, because it's only been a week. So I'll try to give y'all a little update next week about Beyond the Gates and just everything that's going on there. We're still dealing with Naomi being pregnant, Danny being married, look like Bill about to kiss on Danny again, and Haley about to walk in this upcoming week. So that'll give us something more to talk about. I don't want Danny with Bill, even though I can't stand Haley. I don't want Danny with Bill. I like her with Andre. I don't want Andre with that girl. She goes to Ashley. She can stay over there with Derek or not. I don't really care. I just, please. I need Vanessa to get her dumb big forehead ass together. I need Donnell to figure out something, because I'm sick of Joey's ass. And that's all I'm going to say about Behind the Gates. That's my little 2 cents, 2 seconds. And we're going to get into it a little bit more, because we're going to see where we develop. I was sick of Leslie Dana, but she's the villain of the show. If y'all haven't caught up, Mo69 did a recap on it the other day alive. So go ahead and catch the replay of that if y'all want to get caught up and be in the thing, because it's getting really good. It's getting really good. It's funny because Dominique LaRue is exactly who I'm talking about. That is the Leslie Dana on Beyond the Gates. You watch Beyond the Gates, DeMarcus? She is a villain over there. And while she is beautiful, she is working my last nerve. Ma'am is really doing her job and in her acting bag. She's really annoying. She's really a-hole, and she really should be in jail. But that's just my 2 cents. Now, baby. I told y'all I was going to have finished. That's so funny. Oh, that's right. LaRue. I told y'all I was going to have finished watching Monster, the Ed Gein story, by this week. Little did I know we was going to do a live on it last night. So if y'all missed the live, like I said, Candy Love hosted the panel. It was me, her, Mo 69 Ways, Tamika's Den, K Bly, Slice of Horror, and Torian. Go on over there, check it out. You're going to get a more extensive view. You're going to get a more diverse opinions. Okay. But as far as me, 8 hours. I don't know how Candy watched it all in one sitting, all in one day. It took me, it's 8 episodes. 8 episodes, basically 8 hours. It took me 4 days. 2 days of episode was about all I could stand. It was a little bit gory. You know, Ed Gein is like the godfather, if you will, of the serial unalivers, even though he's not really one of them. Because he only confirmed to take out 2 people, and he's suspected of a couple of others, and he was digging up the bodies. But what the did I watch is what I would like to know. I low-key want my 8 hours back. You know, your girl loves a good true crime. She loves a good documentary. I know it was a work watch. That's what it was, child. I know that's not what we're getting. And I know this is Ryan Murphy. And although I was on Ryan Murphy's ass, I realized that he did not, child, He didn't write and direct. Let me just look. Let me just, because I had it. I had some notes about the thing because that's how irritated I was by watching it. Because I normally don't take notes on things that I'm watching just for casual, like especially if I'm on a panel. What do I need notes for? You know what I'm saying? Like it's fresh. I just finished the last 2 episodes that day. He didn't write and he didn't direct this season. So this is the 3rd installment. The first one was Dahmer. Absolutely loved that one. I could probably honestly rewatch that. I just couldn't watch the episode with the black young gentleman. I'm sorry, sir, that I cannot remember your name because that was just too pulled at my heartstrings. That episode I would probably have to skip. The rest of it I probably could rewatch. The second installment with the Menendez brothers was jokes for days. So I could probably rewatch that if I felt so inclined. Probably not. But this one, I would not watch again. If we want to rate it a 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 5. If we want to rate it 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 2.5. It worked my nerves. The acting was good. The actors were good. But like I said, it's my least favorite of the monster series. Homeboy, he sound like Winnie the Pooh to me, or Piglet. Candy say he sound like Barney. They said that the real Ed Gein didn't sound like that. He sounded a little slow. But at the same time, like he wasn't with it, but he was with it because he's very cunning. He was very manipulative. I had no sympathy for this man at all. At all. And I feel like that's what they were trying to give us at some point in the movie. Like when we got to the end and he had finally got arrested and he didn't go to trial, but they didn't put him in the insane asylum, for lack of a better term, mental hospital. And then they diagnosed him with schizophrenic. I'm like, don't you try to humanize this man. I get what you're trying to do. And I know that is like also, even though Ryan Murphy did not write this, that is a Ryan Murphy thing, but I had absolutely no sympathy for this man. We went through a bunch of other, look, I'm trying to go through. We had a lot of extra stories. Like I said, he is the like godfather of them people that do bad things, but also he's the brainchild behind a lot of the movies. So they incorporated that part of it. We had Psycho, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we had Silence of the Lambs. Absolutely love Silence of the Lambs. Psycho, I haven't seen in forever and a day. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I don't think I've fully seen all of it. Like I said, the slasher movies, the Michael Myers, I've seen bits and pieces and stuff, but I haven't seen the whole thing. I didn't like how they incorporated that. Like, I feel like they could have put that in the end to tell you that, in some way that he inspired all of these things, because when we got Psycho, we had to deal with Alfred Hitchcock and his foolishness, and then the guy that played Norman Bates, and then he liked the men. I don't know if he really did in real life. We had to deal with that, and then we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We had a little bit of Silence of the Lambs, and it was too much back and forth and all over the place, baby. And I was like, y'all can keep all the extra stories. Like I said, I knew it wasn't a documentary, but I wanted more of like a backstory. Like, shit, if we make shit up, make the shit up, because you made a lot of stuff in this up. So why could we make up this backstory? I know the man was born in like 1906, but give me some more backstory. His childhood, we saw his father, had alcohol abuse. His mother was very, very hyper religious. I don't know how she got that way. Did something happen to her? Did somebody put the feelers on her? Is that why she didn't? I don't know. It was so many places we could have gone. We had Adeline, who was his girlfriend, but she wasn't really his girlfriend. And she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too. I did like her character. Then he liked to dress up in the women's lingerie. Baby, I don't know. So then we had to deal with Christine Jorgensen. We went into that for a little while. We went into the butcher of whatever, the lady that was taking out the Jews. Please don't, because we're just talking about a show. Don't come for me, because I know that community is probably up in arms about stuff like that. So yeah, let's not do that. But we just got into a whole bunch of stuff that I was just like, oh my God. We went into one of the guys who, the shoe fetish slayer child, for lack of better terms, and his mama had issues. And I'm like, first of all, not too much on the mama, because Ed Game's mama was a hot ass mess. Totally. Bible thumping, and not a good way. But it looked like his daddy wasn't shit either. So can we not too much on the mamas? Okay. Then we got into like Ted Bundy a little bit. And then we said that Ed solved that. He didn't solve that. And I don't understand. And I know, because like I said, they try to humanize him, but also we get to the idolization of the serial unalivers that I will never get. Like I said, I like docs, I like true crimes, but I'm not going to pretend that these are good people. I just like, I think it's just like my love of information and my love of things, you know, in that respect. But it's like, I don't idolize them. I'm not about to write them. Now, if it's something to do with your career, like you're a reporter or something like that, when you want to get information, then fine. But it's like the idolization of them, it was a lot. And it is what it is. It's something that happens. It's real life. That's not made up. That was another issue I had with the thing. What's fact? What's fiction? Some of the stuff they clarified, some of the stuff they didn't clarify. I had to go look it up for myself because they weren't really telling us. So the only thing I took from it was me watching Psycho. I said I gotta go back and watch Bates Motel. I think that had like 5 seasons, and I only watched the first season. So I guess I gotta restart that, because Norman Bates, the Bates Motel series, that was pretty good. It made me want to watch that, but this, then by episode 8, we got into Richard Speck, aka Birdman. I said, what in the jailhouse sex? What is going on? Ted Bundy. Y'all watch it if y'all want. And then y'all come back and tell me what you thought of it. Go ahead and watch the panel so you can get everybody's perspective, not just mine, because I think I was in the minority in how I felt about this series and how they pissed me off in it. Okay. But I watched it. Okay. Am I going to watch Lizzie Borden? I think that y'all going to have to do a lot better than y'all did with this one. Don't give me nothing that's supposed to be about one person and we going all around the mulberry bush. I think that was my issue. I didn't sign up for that. Like I said, I get who he was. And so he inspired a lot of people, but I just didn't sign up for that. Child, was running my mouth. Let me go back to these comments, see what y'all talking about, because I just had to get on my soapbox, and I don't want to be distracted because it don't take too much. I start to read it, and then I go to the left, and then I don't come back. So yeah, Kendall says she's scared to watch that. You'll just listen to y'all like, yeah. You could probably skip it, and it gets graphic because he was like making like bowls with the people's skulls, and which is why we got these. It inspired these movies. Face masks are literally taking people's faces off, dried vulvas. It was a lot. It was a lot, baby. It was a lot. Oh, okay, so you do watch Beyond the Gates, Dana, and Beyond the Gates of Scandals like rock. Now, listen, baby, because I loves me some rock, but I do not feel fool with Dana Leslie, okay? Dana Leslie can kick rocks with open-toe shoes. I do not like her, but like I said, the actress is beautiful, and she is doing a fabulous job of making me not like her ass, though. So, yeah, I think part of it was religion, but part of it is also probably, for sure, generational trauma, because that mama, which was the lady that was the auntie that was on Roseanne, bruh, please, you are not part of this live. We'll do it that way. It's supposed to be just one off the shoulder. I was trying to be cute, but I don't know. How did you feel about? I enjoyed it. I'm actually going to be hosting the panel on Monday with Mo 69 Ways, VKJ, Lighten Up with Letitia, and the Lawrence Report. So come on over there Monday night and tomorrow and check us out. I got to make sure I got all my notes together for that, and I gotta probably text the group or text Jay and see what else is going on. But I enjoyed it. I think the last episode was a little bit better, but we got a lot of information in this, and I like I liked Jax giving it to Mercedes Woodbine. Child, what is her character? Brandy Evans. What is the character's name? Monica. I liked her giving it to Monica, but Monica also served it back a little bit. I don't know how I felt about Lewis following the father, but I'm gonna make sure I got my notes together so we can talk about it tomorrow. Hollywood has to embellish the story a little so it will not be predictable, which is why I get the movies, but I know it's not a documentary. But when you're giving me this, I want a little more documentary-ish storytelling. You can embellish here and there, but interwoven with the movies, it just did not float my boat at all. For sure. It was weird AF. He was insane and has me confused. Majority of the series, I didn't realize. Yeah, he was schizophrenic. Child, he was like, oh, I don't know. I might have done that. I don't remember. Why don't you give me a lie detector test? Sir, please. And Kay was saying he was more than schizophrenic, which I agree, because it did look like he has some other personalities or something going on in there, but she's a little more inept to tell you exactly specifically what's going on, because that's not my wheelhouse. But that was my major. That is not my career. But baby, yes. That man had, and I usually am into stuff like that. Like I said, I like true crime. I like, documentaries, murder mysteries. Like I said that word. I like those type of things. So I knew what I was getting, but that wasn't what I signed up for. He resembles Ed Ramsey. And speaking of child, that's another thing. Cross season 2 comes back in February. I don't know why we couldn't get it next month. I was hoping for next month, for November, for Cross, but I guess I should be happy because we got Jesus, what we got next? We got Bel Air next month. So, and for me, Ready to Love, Bel Air. Yeah, Bel Air and Ready to Love next month. Also, All's Fair on Hulu. So, I guess I should be happy that we're not getting Cross next month. But yeah, Cross comes back in February. Candy, because Candy did the panel last time. So, yeah, I would love to talk about that. I enjoyed that series immensely. Yes, Monica, thank you. She said, okay, see, Candy said Barney too. I thought Winnie the Pooh or Piglet was in my head, but yeah. Okay, all right, Pooh. I was like, sir, why do you sound like that? I don't know. Yeah, I ain't watching it no 2 times. And like I said, I could watch Dahmer twice if I leave out that episode about that young black man, make me want to cry. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what Candy said. Okay. I'm surprised she watched it. It wasn't scary. It was more gross than scary, to be perfectly honest. So that's probably why she watched it. But yeah. Tripolar. Lord Jesus. Yeah, he had a lot going on. So like I said, going over there, check out that. Come back tomorrow night. Check me out for Reasonable Doubt. Keep your notifications on. I will have another weekly huddle. Let me look at the month. I can give y'all a little bit of something. I'm just not yeah, see, she said it wasn't scary. That's Candy's Boy, Bobby Trey. Bobby Trey. Ooh, I don't know. Last night, Aries was like, do it again. I'm like, girl, don't be getting me in trouble. Don't be getting me in trouble. Yeah, I'm having a hard time committing to solo recaps. So we're gonna see what it do. I want to try and do like another true crime, a yikes doc of some sorts. And some other stuff. Like I said, I ain't gonna talk about it, but we'll get back to it. We're gonna do the next 2 weeks. We should have a weekly huddle unless something comes up. Like I said, it'll be later. I think we're just gonna keep on. We're just gonna keep on later in the evening. Maybe next month we could get back to moving it up, because I just want to be able to do some other things. But like I said, I'm trying to do stuff with my kids, and Sunday is the day, and so whatever. But today was relaxing. I'm not going for it. So we got a weekly huddle the 19th, the 26th, the 25th. I will be doing a Saturday sip, so come through for that. Other than that, the Reasonable Doubt panel, Beauty in Black, is a wrap. And I don't want to promise anything else, so just keep your notifications on and just, poke your head back in. Check the community tab. You guys can also post there now if there's something that you want to ask me if I saw. You could always DeMarcus leave stuff down in the comment section of the videos. That's fine. I usually try to answer those timely, but if something's going on, I do get to them. Not bad. Bobby Trey was tripolar. he was special, but I usually do get back to them then. So yeah, that is that, child. I thank y'all for conversing with your girl. It was a little quiet at the beginning, but I like to get on here and pop my well, this is a different kind of popping my because Saturday sip, I really be popping my ish over there. But I like to get here and talk about what's going on TV, what I'm watching, a little entertainment news, if you will. We did our celebrity birthdays, our engagements again. RIP to Diane Keaton, about to make me go watch First Wives Club. Not tonight because we're gonna watch Silence of the Lambs. So I gotta keep up on my time. I think I'm gonna watch that on this computer. Where's my headphone? So yeah, somewhere. There we go. But yes, Lord. Yes. Anybody coming through, because I always be forgetting, child, on the replay, leave a comment, hashtag replay. Like I said, make sure you're liking the video, make sure you're subscribing to the video. Feel free to drop something in that collection plate as far as the Cash App and the Venmo, because baby, life be lifing. And I'm trying to keep up with all of the things, okay, without it kicking me in my behind. Keep those notifications on. I appreciate you all, and I will see everybody in the next video. I got to memorize these settings. Here goes one. Later, guys. Peace.